everyone in position.
Yes, let's do this.
Keep her busy.
I'll keep him busy.
Just say less. Oh,
You want to see crap?
oh goodness.
What are you doing?
I don't think that's the best thing that you're gonna give her a heart attack.
I'm sorry. I'll never be like you.
Okay, she's rebelling, all right. Headshot. See, this right here is the ultimate proof that Mei was right. Acceptance leads to control, while repression leads to chaos. So Ming, the adult in this situation, is completely out of control. Her panda is fueled by rage, and because she has never learned to make peace with it, it controls her instead of the other way around. Meanwhile, Mei, a 13-year-old who was told she wasn't ready for this kind of responsibility, is handling her panda better than any adult in her family ever has. And the difference is she accepted it, okay? She sat with it, she befriended it, while her mother and grandmother treated the panda as something to be feared, controlled, and locked away. Instead, Mei treated it as part of herself that needed to be understood, not rejected. And this is why she is able to keep her emotions in check while still feeling them fully, right? Because she is anger. Acceptance doesn't mean giving in, you see. It doesn't mean losing control. It means wielding it. When you accept a part of yourself, you don't become weaker, you become stronger. And here's the deeper truth. You can't fight what you refuse to look at. That's why Ming is spiraling. I mean, look, they both have their panda out, right? They're both angry. But the difference is so incredible because Ming never took the time to understand her own panda, so she has no idea how to handle it. Meanwhile, Mei has been practicing this entire time. She's learned how to channel her emotions without being consumed by them. And this is such a powerful message about emotional intelligence. It doesn't really rely on age, you see. If you reject your emotions, they will control you. If you accept them, they will serve you. Look at the grandma. Does it remind you of something?
Sunny, give me strength.
Are you joking? Wow, go grandma. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Come on in action, ladies. Formation. Wow, this is so cool though. This is such an incredible representation of breaking generational trauma because it shows both the beauty and the frustration of it. So, on one hand, this moment restores my faith in humanity, quite frankly, because when push comes to shove, love wins. At the end of the day, despite all the control, the fear, and the emotional repression, when Mei is desperately trying to help her mother, her grandmother finally sees the truth. She sees that Mei isn't defying Ming, she's saving her. And that's what breaks the cycle, if you ask me. The grandmother makes a different choice. She breaks her own bracelet, reclaims her panda, and for the first time in who knows how long, this family isn't running from their emotions, they're embracing them. But here's the frustrating part. Why did it have to get this far? This is the reality of so many family dynamics. It often takes a crisis, an explosion, a moment of absolute breaking for people to finally open their eyes. That's the tragedy of generational trauma. Change doesn't usually happen through calm, rational conversations, unfortunately. It happens when the damage is so undeniable that it finally breaks the illusion of control. But it doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to wait until things fall apart to start changing. You don't have to hit rock bottom to start healing. That's my biggest plea to anyone watching this, actually. Don't wait for an explosion. This movie shows us the hard way to break a cycle, but there's another way, one that doesn't require generations of suffering before something shifts. Listening instead of controlling, asking instead of assuming, accepting instead of repressing. These small shifts can prevent the need for an all-out war just to be seen. Because yes, this ending is cathartic, and yes, it's moving, but real healing doesn't have to be this dramatic. If you're willing to listen before things get bad, we don't have to fight it this hard just to be free. But let's talk about the redemption present in the scene, because it's equally important. For so long, Ming's mother, Wu, has been the enforcer of this generational trauma. She controlled, she pressured, she judged. But as soon as she sees Mei fighting for her mother, she doesn't hesitate. She instantly breaks her own bracelet, something that up until now was honestly unthinkable? I didn't really see it coming, honestly, but that tells me one thing. She was waiting for this moment. Hear me out. Older generations often don't know how to verbalize regret. They might know they have made mistakes, but they don't have the tools to say it outright. Maybe they were raised in an environment where admitting fault was a sign of weakness. Maybe their identity is so wrapped up in their role as the authority figure that stepping down even a little feels like a loss of self. So instead, they stay silent, they stay cold. But silence doesn't mean they don't feel guilt. They just don't know how to say it. And this moment is a perfect representation of just that. Instead of apologizing with words, Ming's mother acts. She breaks her bracelet, transforms, and chooses to help rather than control. That's her version of I was wrong. That's her version of I don't want to repeat history here. And this is why generational trauma isn't just about breaking cycles. It's about creating opportunities for redemption. It's about making space for the people who hurt us to show up differently. It doesn't mean forgetting the pain they caused, but it does mean recognizing when they're trying. Excuse me? No. Wow, symbolically speaking, this is such a beautiful scene. Integration always looks so beautiful. For so long, May has felt like she had to choose between her family and her friends, between duty and freedom, between tradition and modern. But the ritual, the final step of her journey, proves that this was never about choosing one over the other. It was about making space for all of it. The fact that Fort Town and their fans step in to help is such a powerful symbol. This isn't just about a boy band, okay? It's about how the things that bring us joy can also bring us together. And let's not overlook the power of music in this moment. The aunties and grandmother are chanting their sacred ritual while Fort Town sings a completely different song. But the two don't cancel each other out, you see. They amplify each other. That's the beauty of true integration. You don't have to erase the old to make room for the new. You just have to let them coexist, or at least find a way for that to happen. And that's exactly what's happening here. May doesn't have to reject her family to be herself anymore because her family finally made a step towards her. She now just has to redefine what it means to belong. But for all of the focus we've had on May's journey, this was never just about her. The cycle of repression, of duty over self, of controlling love, it's been going on for generations. May didn't just break free on her own, she was given an opening. The grandmother's choice to release her panda is what changed everything. It's what allowed Ming to be saved. And that's huge. Because let's be real, if Wu had refused to change, May would have been fighting this battle alone. And she probably would have lost. That's the tragedy of generational trauma. It's too heavy for one person to carry alone. But Wu stepping in created a chain reaction of healing. Once she let go, it gave permission for others to do the same, even strangers.
Mom, are you okay? We have to...
Oh,
Mom?
little poor Ming.
Sorry, it's all my fault. I'm just so sick of being perfect.
I'm sure May
Never
can
gonna be good
understand.
enough for her.
Funny that May just said that, just slightly different, more rebellious. Look how sad Ming is. Oh, she's literally guiding her through the developmental stages that she has missed. And this is where we're gonna cover the sadness behind the anger, you know? This scene is one of the most psychologically powerful moments in the movie because it visually represents reparenting, trauma integration, and generational healing all at once.
You never know on my mind, oh my, oh my. I'm never not by your side, your side, your side. I'm never gonna let you go.